Hello. Welcome back to the channel, and this is the 2004 Royal Rumble. We will jump straight into it. Your opening match is Evolution, which is Batista and Ric Flair, who are the tag team champions, and they face the Dudley Boys in a table match. I gave it a 6 out of 10. It was an alright match, nothing to write home about. Odd for the Dudley Boys to lose in a tables match, but Evolution, they celebrate as if they did something amazing. Sorry, I heard a noise. But yeah, it was a 5-minute match. A few more short matches, really. Next up is Rey Mysterio, who's the Cruiserweight champ, defeating Jamie Noble with Nidia. That's important. Gave that a 6 out of 10. Nidia's got this blind gimmick thing, and she accidentally trips Jamie Noble, and that allows Rey to get the win. Nothing to write home about. Then we've got, where are we? We got Eddie Guerrero and Chavo Guerrero, which, bit of backstory on this one. They were the tag champs for ages. Eddie ended up losing. Him and Chavo's like, look, the way Chavo goes in on Eddie, it's like, are you the more experienced one? Are you the better wrestler? Because I don't think you are. And he's proper laying into him. And then they decide that they're going to get back together. They're going to have one last championship match, which Chavo loses, and then Chavo still ends up blaming Eddie. And then Chavo brings in his dad, which is Eddie's brother, into the feud, and they beat up Eddie Guerrero, which leads to this match. It's just a short 8-minute match. I said 6 out of 10, nothing spectacular. Eddie Guerrero wins. It gets a bit of a mean streak in this. He's like really laying into Chavo, and he beats up his brother as well. And I think it's kind of the turn of the old Eddie Guerrero character. Next up, we have Brock Lesnar and Hardcore Holly for the WWE title. Hardcore Holly gets this match because in a match against Brock went to do a powerbomb on him, and he accidentally landed on his neck. So he injures his neck, he breaks his neck, and then he comes back, and Hardcore Holly's gunning for Brock Lesnar, and they end up having this for the title. Hardcore Holly's only WWE title match. Shock horror. It's a 6-minute squash match, really. Like, Hardcore starts out of the block, really strong, punching and kicking, and then Brock just takes over. He was never going to beat Brock, was he? Let's face it, he wasn't going to beat Brock. And then next up we have Triple H, who's the World Heavyweight Champion, versus Shawn Michaels in a Last Man Standing match. This was a really good match. I gave it a 7 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. It was brutal. They always have matches that look really brutal. Obviously, you know that they're safe workers and they're being safe with each other. I really enjoyed it. It ends where they're both completely knackered. Triple H thinks he has it won when he does a pedigree on the chair. Shawn gets back up. Then Shawn's like completely out of it. He hits Sweet Chin Music on Triple H. Triple H goes down. He's lay there completely conked out. Shawn Michaels is out, and it ends in a draw. Ref counts to 10. Bit of a disappointing ending. I'd rather a definitive win, but keeps them both strong then, don't it? And then we go into the 30-man Royal Rumble match. There was a little SmackDown Royal Rumble that aired, obviously, on SmackDown. Right, I do apologise, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. That was a story for after I talk about the Rumble. Royal Rumble. Entrant number 1, Chris Benoit. Entrant number 2, Randy Orton. Mark Henry, Bradshaw, Matt Hardy, Scott Steiner was in the Rumble. Matt Morgan. Matt Morgan, TNA Matt Morgan, the Hurricane. Booker T, who actually lasted quite long. Kane, he eliminated one person and then got eliminated in a minute 40, which was odd. Rikishi, A-Train, Ernest the Cat Miller, Kurt Angle, Mick Foley, who eliminated himself, which was weird. He was kind of in a bit of a feud with Randy Orton at the time. What happened, it was meant to be Test, but it cuts to the back and Test's flat out, and Austin's like, "What are you doing? Why have you done this? Why did you attack him? I need a 21st entrant. You get your ass out to the ring." He comes down, he beats up on Randy Orton a bit, and then he eliminates him. He does, when Foley does the clothesline where they both tumble over. It's like a staple for him, and I think he eliminates himself from a few Rumbles doing that. And then we got Nunzio, Big Show, Chris Jericho, Charlie Haas, Billy Gunn, John Cena, Van Damme, and then at number 30, Goldberg. Yep, this was the Goldberg era. Goldberg only lasts a few minutes. This is where him and Brock are butting heads, and Brock comes down and basically was like, "Ooh," and then Kurt Angle throws him over. This Rumble was broken by someone lasting longer than, I think, one second, Bob Backlund, who lasted 1 hour, 1 minute and 10 seconds. This person lasted 1 hour, 1 minute and 37 seconds, so a whole 27 seconds longer than Bob Backlund. And the winner is Chris Benoit. The Royal Rumble that they never talk about the winner. He went from pillar to post, didn't he? But the thing was, and this is where the SmackDown Battle Royal comes into play, was Chris Benoit was on SmackDown, but chose to challenge Triple H, won the title. Then they had that SmackDown Royal Rumble. Eddie Guerrero was in it. Eddie Guerrero wins it, goes on to No Way Out and beats Brock Lesnar and becomes the WWE champion. And then that's when I'm pretty sure what WrestleMania would it be? Because I'm sure that's the one where they both celebrate at the end, because Eddie's the champ, Chris is the champ. They were really close friends. I'm pretty sure that was but yeah, you got Chris Benoit winning. We don't talk about it anymore. I know I should have said this. If I said it at the beginning, it would have ruined it. But saying it now, the Chris Benoit thing, obviously, what he did to his family was unforgivable. Do not condone it. It was horrible. It ruined a lot of lives. But the thing is, you can't discount him when it comes to wrestling. You can't not talk about him, because I think, as Kurt Angle says, he condones it. He was friends with Chris and he's just shocked and appalled by what he did. But if you take Chris Benoit out of wrestling, a lot of Kurt Angle's best matches disappear. And a lot of the best matches of all time on this Royal Rumble in particular. I'm happy to talk about him in a wrestling sense. And it's to be fair, it goes into another thing that Paul Heyman said. As a wrestler, one of the top 5 of all time. as a human, a person, is a piece of shit. But yeah, I'm happy to talk wrestling terms, but obviously I just wanted to clarify that, because if I don't want to be like glorifying Chris Benoit and like glossing over the tragedy of what happened. I mean, I know I think it's a few years after this. It's like 3 or 4 years after it, but you still gotta mention it, haven't you? And yeah, I just didn't want to be that person. I don't want it to seem like I'm glorifying, because it was a really good Rumble, and he did really well in it. He had a great match with Triple H. He had a great match with Kurt Angle last year in the Rumble. But yeah, you've talk about in a wrestling sense, as a person, condone him completely. Just wanted to get that out there. Anyway, if you have enjoyed this, then please like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Hello, Pete. Hello. He's just, every time I record, that's when he wants to bother me. That's why sometimes there's like cuts and jumps and stuff, because he's just been like climbing all over me and bothering me. But yeah, if you have enjoyed it, please like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell. And I shall see you guys in the next video. Will you stop? I shall see you guys. Oh, he's got mud all over me! And I shall see you guys in the next video. Have a good day, have a good afternoon, have a good evening, have a good night, and I shall catch you guys next time. See you later. Bye bye.